That's why whenever I'm feeling, he the one I call. And anytime I make it through, no, we ain't gotta talk. Yeah, he just hit it from behind and he off my mind. I gotta hand it to that nigga, cause that's hard to find. And he don't ever change, he know we got it done. So even when I'm on the grind, shit, I make the time. And we don't ever speak, don't hit him up for weeks. But when I do, he come right through and hop right on this treat. I make him weird.
But shit, what's up, hustlers? You already know it's your everybody, your favorite Stone Shade man. We are back in the lab with a very special guest today. I normally let people introduce themselves, but it's because I be wanting y'all pop y'all shit. So, you know, go on the camera, know who you.
What you call them?
Hustlers.
What's up, hustlers? My name is Aisha K. I'm an R&B artist from Houston, Texas, Mo City to be specific. You can follow me on all platforms at I am Aisha K. You can find all my music on any streaming platform under Aisha K.
So, when I first met you, I was not expecting. I think you did one song, and I was like, alright, that was cool. But the second song, I was like, alright, yeah, she got some fire. I don't know how long you been, you know, that doing music.
I've been doing music forever, but under like the name Aisha K, which is my actual name, that's why I like say that. But as me, Aisha K, I've been doing it since 2016. I have put out 3 projects now. I started off with an EP, and then I have a second album, which is really like my first album. It's called Sweet Dreams. And then I released Blue 2 years ago now. So,
Which one is your favorite?
oh, that's such a tough question. Because I like things about all of them, and then I don't like think about all of them. But probably Blue is my favorite.
What's my original?
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Like, can you pick it? I'm gonna say I ain't gonna say favorite because I know it's probably hard. Like your
Top 3 songs?
Yeah.
Top 3 songs. I guess my favorite songs are more based on like impact that they've had for me personally. So my favorite is probably gonna be Game, because that's the first time I was like, okay, I got something here. I have a song on my first album, Sweet Dreams, called Private. I really like that song. So much that I would like to re-put it out. And then 3, I'm gonna say Lil Free, which is my single that I put out this year.
Yeah, that's the way you perform, right? Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, that's probably my new thing.
Yeah, that was fire. That's the one that caught my attention. So what would you say like your style is when you record, when you write? Because you write your own music?
Yeah, I write all my own music. Generally, I need a beat to write too. I'm not like one of these people just be writing words. They poets.
Yeah, got you.
That's not really me. But yeah, no, I write all my music, so I pretty much find a beat I like, and then I write to it. I usually don't write. Some people write when they sad or
based on their emotions. Yeah.
I kind of do the opposite. So if I'm sad, I'm gonna write something that's not sad.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If I'm happy, that's when you probably gonna get the sad shit.
Yeah.
Then it's not gonna affect me to write. But yeah, I'm a little backwards with that. But yeah, I write all my own music. Style wise, I do R&B, but I got like a little rappy undertone as well. But I don't like to say I rap.
So you prefer to say you do R&B?
I prefer to
say saying you rap.
I don't know.
Because it was hard. The shit that you spit, that shit was hard. I was like, yeah, that's fine, right? I don't know. I'd rather female rappers versus male rappers.
It's definitely, because when I write it, it's as a rap. Like I don't write it and sing it. I usually start singing it after I write it.
Yeah.
But I just don't like to say it. I don't know, I just don't like to say it. And I actually will rap sometimes. Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to be a rapper. I mean, I like R&B.
I get it. Ain't nothing wrong. We need that R&B.
Yeah.
Okay. So that
you don't get rappy with a pop my shit. Usually,
your mode.
yeah, usually all of my second verses to songs are rappy, because that's usually when I pop my shit. Because even if I'm sad, then the second verse is gonna be when I have attitude. Like, okay, I was crying in the first verse. I miss you, but hold on.
I'm back now. I didn't realize who the fuck I am.
Exactly.
Nah, I feel that. I feel like that's.
So usually my songs will have both of those aspects.
That's live though. To give it, a mixture of both, and it sound good. I feel you don't want to get rapper, because the rap game is another story. But yeah, another story. We ain't trying to tackle that, but yeah, no, you definitely one of the kind. That shit is fire. Like, you got any new shit coming?
I do have new shit coming. So my last album was Blue. This next one's gonna be called Red. So this is the first time, yeah. I was saying the second time I'm saying it. So it's definitely gonna be called Red. And what I noticed with Blue is it was more of, cause like I said, I don't feel like I write emotionally. Like I feel like I don't usually do that. So when I go back and listen to Blue, I realize that it was actually more of like an emotional time in my life, and I've been off that. So like this Red album is more like sexy and fun and like a lot of just me talking shit. Whereas I feel like my last project was like me moving past the situation that was like emotional. So this one is gonna be called Red. It's gonna definitely be very sexy. It's a vibe.
Is that where Red comes from? Like the concept.
The sexy part for sure. And then also I feel like Red is like bold and aggressive.
It's fire.
It's fire.
It's fire. Blue is like more calm, mellow.
Exactly. So Red is gonna definitely be a more attention grabbing type of project.
So you gonna keep going with the colors? You know
what it was? I did the blue, and then I put out like a line to go with my album.
Yeah.
So everything said blue. And then every time I start going places, people just start like putting blue lights. It's like they made me like that color, like look, I'm blue now. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay. Then when I went back and listened to it, I was like, okay, this was very blue. Because even though it was sad, it was still calm and chill. Yeah. But we're not in that place. Like, where are we? And it's
that's
like, I was like, Red.
Especially if you do like each cover,
Oh yeah.
All that, on that. Yeah, that's fire.
Everything.
That's fire. Concepts. I like that. I like that. Be different. Like, don't be boring. Don't do too much, but don't be boring. You know what I'm saying? Have a meaning behind it. That's fire.
Yeah, I'm really big into visuals and stuff.
Yeah, nah, for sure. You take pictures or anything like that?
Yeah,
you can take pictures too.
Photo shoots.
Yeah.
Video shoots.
All of that.
That's fine. Because that's my favorite part. It's like the actual visual and it actually coming together and presenting. Yeah. This part, like putting it together, that's the work. The other part is more just fun. So yeah.
You got a favorite cameraman? I know everybody got a favorite cameraman. Like, they can really just bring your video.
Oh yeah, no, one person. Well, I have one video he didn't do, but I have one person who did all this. Yeah, nah, shout out EJ. And he was on my last single from my last project. So yeah, shout out EJ. And he did all my videos.
You gotta find that person to lock in with, bro. This is like, you need somebody that's gonna match.
That's why I said I did the one with somebody else. And really they did too.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I gotta fully scrap this video. And then I also did like, for Sweet Dreams, I did a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get them back. We gonna leave it at that. I just didn't get them back.
Like that.
So I feel that, because you have to have somebody that
you gotta lock in. You gotta match your work ethic.
Exactly.
You gotta know, like, for real, yeah. Because you dealing with somebody and they bullshit and you trying to work, that becomes frustrating.
Yeah, and I can't work like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm very thought out. Like, I have a full.
You got the whole plan.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah, I type it up. Like, I don't know.
Like on the resume.
Anybody that work with me know I'm gonna send you emails. It's gonna be a very clear vision.
Yeah.
So if I'm approaching it that way, and I pay for everything myself and all that. So if I'm approaching it that way, and you not,
we can't work.
absolutely.
Yes, sir. I feel like this is like you got my time, you got my energy, like my money. Please don't play with my money.
That's the
Lord.
main, time I can't get back, energy I don't like to lose.
Yeah.
And I usually this with
Yeah, you're taking it too far.
Yes.
You're taking it too far.
You can't do that.
Lock in with somebody, bro.
Yeah.
Lock in with the right person that makes your work ethic.
Yes,
What would you
sure.
say is like the time where you just want to be like, fuck all this shit. I don't rap no more, I don't sing no more.
Oh God, every 3 months.
Not every 3
No,
months.
for real. I feel like that's not talked about enough too, which is why I have to say like I want to quit. And it ain't even just quit because I've done music so long.
Yeah.
Now it's just a part of my life. Like everybody in my family doing music. So
Okay.
it's just like a part of me.
Yeah.
So the idea of me quitting music is just not.
Nah. Slim enough.
Yeah, but just as part like the music business, it's what 2016. No, I'm not the best at math.
It's in the mid.
Yeah, that's some years. Like just really like buckling
really
down
think
and
about
putting
it,
it in. Yeah, but that's what it takes. So I go back and forth. And some days I just be like, you know what, I'm not feeling it. I think it's important for artists to take a break and live and not put so much pressure on it. Because I will say, once you do start spending money on stuff and you really start putting out projects and stuff, you start to treat it like a business. It's not as fun. And that's why I think like when you asked me what my favorite project was, I almost said my first one because there was no pressure. Like I was just having fun. Yeah, now people like have an expectation.
They
yeah.
You gave it to them like
they kind of have an expectation. I have an expectation.
We were saying it's dangerous. I don't know. We were
What's
saying it's
dangerous?
dangerous. In going
Oh
outside.
yeah, no, I don't like to
go
go outside. And see, the thing is about being an artist, you gotta go outside. You can't. There is. Yeah, really, just you have to go outside.
And when you don't like going outside, it's hard.
That's hard to do. It's hard, and I'm just not I'm not a. It's not that I'm not a people person. I'm not an everybody.
Yeah, a stupid people person.
I feel you.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
So you got to go out every weekend. I need to go to brunch and.
Oh no. I'm an Aquarius, so I don't really just like people like that. Not enough. I don't like big crowds. The only time I will deal with a big crowd of people is for a concert. That's it. That's because I like concerts so much. But I ain't got so bougie now. I'm gonna spend money so I can sit away. Like even if it's not a front, I need to limit the amount of people that have access to where I'm at because I just don't want to.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Limit the amount of people that have access.
Yeah.
Because that's the key right there. Mm-hmm. That's the key.
And you need to keep it as small as you advance. That's what
you gotta get small. So I feel like because you hardly meet people that want to be, want to stand up for shit and they can deal with everything, all the different energies. I don't know about
me. I'm good.
By myself.
I am good. That's why I really tell myself I need to go out more, especially to artist mixes, things like that. But that's why I don't, because
it's crazy. I just seen Coming Issues. They posted another one for the 15th.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna try to go. I told him I'm gonna try to go and just come out because it was nice. I liked it, which is rare.
Right.
Because I be like,
you ready to go?
It's about that time. All right.
Nah,
back it up. Yeah.
Facts. Nah, I feel you, but that's I used to go some other times. I used to rap for a while. I was just
Okay.
This is not for me. Get the fuck up out of here. Are we done?
You don't know.
You know what? I really don't even.
Yeah, I'm like this. Like it ain't got now. I just be trying to support other artists, so I try to get there. I realize I'm the only person for that. Yeah, like usually they'll tell you, but I'll still try to get there before the show starts, so I can kind of see everybody, and then I try my best to stay after my performance. But sometimes I just.
Get up out of here. Get up out of here.
Be out this phone.
You getting up there, man. You getting up in age for real. Being outside at a certain time.
Yeah, no.
It's just
Y'all
not.
got it.
Yeah. I feel you.
No, I have to be making some type of money.
I feel you. At this big age,
Yeah.
you can't even be one like we can be there for you. Nah, I definitely feel you. So what would you say was when you was having the moments where you didn't want to do the music no more? What's your reason? Like, what's your motivation to keep going?
Well, one, I really just don't know what else I would do. Because the people be like, yeah, I want to do this. I have only wanted to ever do this. Like, if you look at books when I was growing up, it said I wanted to be a singer. Like, so for me, it's just like I would be giving up on myself, and I'm just not the type of person to give up on things. But yeah, no, I feel like one, what else do I really want to do for the rest of my life? Like that I actually like to do and I do well. And it's all within the same entertainment space. So I might as well. I also have a daughter. I'm not really into teaching her lessons on how to give up. So she already knows I do this. Yeah, she likes music. She likes music, she likes to dance. She knows that I do this, so she wouldn't understand. Like, she would be like, what are you doing now? I would explain to her that I'm really on no more. So really on the moments where I feel like, okay, maybe I should just be doing something else, usually I go to work for a couple of days and I realize I don't want to do this shit. You know, and then with her, that kind of pushed me to, like, I'll be like, okay, no, you can't give up, because I want her to be able to do whatever she want to do, because that's important to her. And then I'll be like, and that's important to you, so. Yeah.
That's what you really want to do. So.
Yeah.
As far as you want to believe in yourself.
Yeah, that's most important.
Sometimes it just be like, it's hard. Life be life.
That's actually what the hard part is to continue to push through, because life will always life.
Yeah.
It's just no way to over it. That's just part of it. Yeah. So you gotta get through life and do that shit. That's what separates.
Yeah. When they say everything happens for a reason, that's
absolutely
like
does.
Facts.
Absolutely does.
Sometimes you gotta go through certain shit just to make you toughen up.
Yeah, everything is a divine path. Like things I would have wanted a couple years ago, I know now. Nah, like I remember when I very first started doing music. I'm a person who researched shit, so I done found all the emails, everything, and I got a call because I had emailed people from Maybach Music.
Don't start, bro.
I never got a call from Maybach Music, and he asked me like very basic questions like, why did I want to do it? And I did not have like a real answer. And I never talked to him again, understandably, because when I got on the phone, I was like, I would never call you back because you don't have no real answer. Whereas now, I got plenty of answers. Like I think you have to go, that whole thing about you gotta put in what, 10,000 hours?
Yeah.
That's true. You have to put in the time.
You gotta work the 24/7 shit for real. People think it just happened overnight and you can't just put in no work and somebody just gonna hand it to you. Like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's hard, but when you going through that shit, that's really the fun part. Because once it's over, you're gonna be like, bro,
Yeah.
we really.
And I think people think it's like this. Definitely not for what I want to do, but I feel like people in general think that there's like a point where you just stop having to work, and I don't know when that point is.
Yes.
For you to be successful, you're gonna have to continually work. So you should already know you're signing up for that. You gotta think of it that way. Look, it's always gonna be ups and downs. I'm always gonna have to, you know. That's why when I take a couple days and be like, I don't want to do this shit, take a couple days. Absolutely, take a rest. Don't work on it. Take a break. Yeah, because it'll naturally come back if that's what you're supposed to do.
Facts.
It's like,
Facts.
you can't ignore it. Not when it's real. You can't ignore it.
Facts.
Because then you're gonna end up watching somebody else do it. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on here?
What are you tripping? Please get your shit together. Nah, I feel you. That's facts. When you have those days and writer's block, I don't think people know how serious that shit is. Where it's like, bro, it's not flowing. Like,
and then when you try to force it, it's a no. I don't know how people do that. Like, I'm trying to start writing more so I can just maybe, because you know, they be like, some people write like,
I wrote like 24 songs today, bro. Like,
full songs or like
little
pieces.
Like, the whole thing. You a bad motherfucker.
Damn. Daily or just today?
Take
Like,
me a few
okay.
months and some years
I'm
to
like,
write a song.
whoa.
What you talking about? Like,
There will be months where I just be like, I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing. That's when I know. That's when I know I need to like live some. Like I need to do some type of living.
Cause I feel like that you write it on. You say what you been live, what you been seeing. Like this real life events. This not no shit that I'm somebody like it's somebody else's life. So you gotta go through shit. Hold on, I gotta go through some shit. Then I can tell you about it.
Because even they be talking about like, you know, well, artists, they can think every day. These people are living like full experiences to write about. Like, you know, the type of experiences they are having from day to day, they get way more inspiration. It's harder to just like sit in your situation and constantly be inspired.
The bullshit.
That's why I wanted to say
Sometimes
bullshit. But it's really the bullshit. And sometimes I don't want to focus on the bullshit. Sometimes I just want to be like, chill, bro. Yeah, turn on some TV show, like more college thing. Yeah.
I feel it. That's that mental health day where it's just like, none of that other shit matters. We chilling. I am on do not disturb.
Absolutely.
Like,
please do not contact me.
Please do not disturb. Shout out to Apple for that feature. Because, bro.
Yeah, that's the best feature.
Do not disturb me in full effect on both phones. Are you okay? I am fine. I just want to try to leave you the fuck alone. Please. But like, you gotta have to please at the end and be a little polite.
Nice, LOL.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Shit, I appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Sharing your story. Let the people know where they can follow you at.
Y'all can follow me at I am Aisha K on all social media platforms. You can find my music on every streaming platform. Aisha K, AISHIAK. I also have a website, aishak.com. So check all that out.
You just have your music on there, or you got other stuff on there?
I got music on there.
Just music?
Yeah, and then I have a
Why you get you
YouTube.
some merch?
Because I did the merch for the last project, so I'm gonna do merch for this project. So when it's new,
But you gotta have some personal merch, like some signature merch. Like I feel
because
like
I have a logo and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
Man,
and that's the thing. I had started working on it, and then I made me some. That's what happened.
Look,
That's what really
I ain't
happened.
gonna say
I
that,
made
'cause I be
me
like, hold on,
some.
let me make me one. Let me see how it look first.
And I made me a hat, a jacket, a hoodie. I got all kinds of shit. So no, I am.
Yeah,
And then I'm gonna keep
that signature. I feel like that signature book, so that'll be fire. That'll be fire. Man, you rock your shit. Rock your shit. You gotta be brand. If you don't wear it, anybody else don't wear it. Like, shit, that'll be fire.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. And then I got videos on YouTube.
YouTube.
Aisha
Make
K.
sure y'all
Everything
tap
Aisha.
in with it. I'm gonna for sure put the handle at the bottom so y'all can find it. I know. Know how we are. But yeah, another day in the lab. Like I said, I appreciate you for coming through. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to ring your bell so you don't miss nothing. Appreciate you for keeping it.
As long as you don't give me no excuses, tell me what the truth is. You can get it all, don't abuse it. I make it apply when you view it. You ain't gotta ask, just assume it. Body leave high, throw it back like pharmaceutics. Blame it on genetics, the aesthetic, I'm stupid. All up in his did he know he loving the acoustic. Can't ignore the pussy, calm him down, it's therapeutic. Feel it, yeah. Love you deep, yeah. What we got unique, it got me weak, yeah. It's the way you speak, give you all of me, yeah. Oh, feel.
That's why whenever I'm feeling heat up when I call. And anytime I make it through, no, we ain't gotta talk. Yeah, he just hit it from behind and he off my mind. I gotta hand it to that nigga, cause that's hard to find. And he don't ever change, he know we got it done. So even when I'm on the grind, shit, I make the time. And we don't ever speak, don't hit him up for weeks. But when I do, he come right through and hop right on this treat. I make him weird.